want anyone dreaming of a life of self-fulfillment and self-determination, did I mention I ate a full box of Purple Berry Crunch to celebrate my big new promotion? Yep, life here's tough. Sure wish my leaders spent their time dictating my every move. Next up, something reasonably peppy. Please consult your emotion handbook to determine if dancing is presently allowed.
Crab witch, a sandwich made from crab will make some mighty fine treat. Crab witch, it's the sandwich you want to eat. A crabble sandwich is so easy to eat, but only once our chemistricians process the meat to turn a bottom feeder into instant lunch. It's quite the branding feat.
Arbiter Rao has been admitted to the ship. This unit will proceed with a Protectorate welcome protocol, which may include burning, prodding, and/or light electrical shocks. Agent Ibarra refers to this as somatic tolerance testing and really funny. Presenting the Valerie unit, the latest and greatest in a line of Earth Directorate support automechanicals. All you could want in a squad mate at half the cost. The Valerie unit is the exclusive property of the Earth Directorate and is not intended for civilian or commercial use. Resale of this unit is strictly prohibited. Searching mission parameters. 1 moment. Searching. Error. Unable to find current mission parameters. Defaulting to last known objectives. Goal. Infiltrate Horizon Point Station and retrieve data pertaining to skip drives and rifts. Arcadia Colony Contact. De Vries, Augustine. Expected operation time, less than 24 hours. Do you have any other queries, Commander? Attempting to ride this unit in order to replicate the experience of flight is strongly discouraged. This unit can support up to 100 pounds of weight while still remaining airborne, and is not ideal for body transportation or disposal. Do you have any other queries, Commander? Vitality augmentation, logistics evaluation, reconnaissance, and information extraction unit. Do you have any other queries, Commander? This unit was first deployed on a mission to Redacted more than 10 years ago and was primarily credited for that operation's success. Other highlights include the triumph at Redacted, the rescue of Redacted, and the first successful execution of the Stanfield maneuver in zero gravity. Always happy to be of service. Do you have any other queries, Commander?
So, you decided the crew needed another cutthroat, did you? I don't mean to criticize the faults in your logic, but you realize Azza is a completely inefficient killer, yes? Well, do admit I've always wanted an understudy. Someone to pass on my vast knowledge of calculated murder and mayhem. But Azza? I'm uncertain she's the right choice to inherit it. However, perhaps you see something I yet haven't, and I should keep looking. I'll need to ponder this further. Do you now? Let's hear it. Sometimes, with purpose. Don't you as well? Do you draw some moral distinction between avenging harm and nipping it in the bud beforehand? Between covert and overt means? When all is said and done, are those in your ledger any less dead than mine? Had a sense you felt that way. We'll see if situations force that to change. Some were proprietary. Often they involved forms of subtle persuasion, others more overt influence. Now and again, more direct means were required. May all our travails add to the equation.
This is for anyone out there who just lost out on a big promotion. Keep your chin up. Next time.
Ah, Commander. Caught me cogitating. I was just thinking about making some tweaks to Val. Hoping it'll help. You know your automechs. All of the above, more or less. Val's old in automech years, so she requires a lot of routine maintenance to prevent her hardware systems from deteriorating further. Replace Val? I'd sooner give up another limb. Cute of you to assume Az is not always eavesdropping. That one's a lurker, I'm telling you. Val's... Look, I haven't got my wires crossed. I know she's all coils and no feeling. But haven't you ever grown attached to something that can't love you back? That's not exactly what I meant, but sure. Fine. Anyway, I find working on Val relaxing, actually. Meditative. It's nice being able to identify a problem and just fix it. That's it exactly. Everything else turns into kind of a low static hum. Easier to ignore. Val saved my life after Horizon Point, and she's been saving my life every day since. Partly, I'm just glad to return the favor, even if I am just putting off the inevitable. Anyway, I've taken up enough of your time, yammering. But thanks for stopping by.
One recent fiscal year to kick workers into gear. Anti-astronusin that keeps minds crystal clear. Test subjects worked all day, but they shit out all their gray. Presenting lift-off laxative hooray. Bombs away! Accidents happen, it's part of the job. Hats off to law workers who lose parts on the job. Progress costs an arm, a leg, sometimes even more. But that's what your auto dock discounts for.
For new flavors of vodka.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
We going to kill Hierarch Ziegler soon? My knife hand's getting itchy. Who can say? There was no indication that I've seen. I've interacted with him on occasion. Seemed a decent, loyal sort. As interested as I am to hear whatever sorry explanation he has, not sure I'll be able to control my rage when I see him to ask why before I remove his spleen. Maybe I'll start with his gallbladder? No, I think it's gotta be the spleen. Such as? The rifts only seem destructive because we are looking at them from the point of view of imperfect, mortal bodies. To be deconstructed by a rift is to be reborn in perfection. Such as?
Come taste this candy.
That's tobacco.
If you started young.
As a Protectorate subject considering a better life with Auntie's choice, you might be wondering, what's in it for me exactly?
Why, everything! Risks with rewards, ambition without limits.
I'm going to lend a hand at the exclusion zone.
We're here to help.
One never relishes saying he did for this plan.
To ensure your transition from subservient thraldom to unmitigated freedom is a positive one. You'll be given instruction on how to integrate into your new, improved, and more profitable life. You'll learn how to earn, how to exchange labor for currency, and currency for food, shelter, and medical care. No such thing as a free lunch or treatment for a compound structure.
And you'll find a growing population of dewy-eyed Protectorate defectors just like you, who can help ease you into the integration process.
So don't worry. You'll have months to acquire the skills and know-how our hungry and ambitious populace have mastered over a lifetime.
And now, back to it. This one always makes me pretend I have the sun in my eyes.
Num rum, taste more and feel less. Num rum, no worries, no stress. Num rum, relax with success. Num rum, num rum, taste more and feel less. Num rum, no worries, no stress. Num rum, relax with success. Num rum. When it's time for a cocktail, num rum will help you set sail. Problems fade into the sunset. Num rum will help you for days.
Grand Architect! First an attack on the agent. Oh, thank good odds and high probabilities you're back. There's been an incident. A rogue faction has taken over the monastery. My seer Wiley, is trapped up there with other hostages of the Order. To make matters worse, my access code's not working. Without it, I've no way of calling the lift. No, I've known Landon for years. You must be mistaken. If what you say is true, that is damning evidence indeed. But why would he do it? Align himself against the Order? Against a friend? That's a serious accusation. Why would I do such a thing? I can't discuss this right now. The monastery. The truth is, I held Wiley back. I kept him from advancing for my own selfish gains by spreading lies and false concern over his competence behind his back. But I needed him. I still need him. I'm not the savant he is, never have been. If he'd advanced beyond his current role, my deficiencies would have been made manifest to all. I'm sorry, but we really haven't the time to litigate this issue further. In case I didn't make it clear before, the monastery is currently in jeopardy. peace talks? Yes, Ruth informed me, but how did you learn of them? No one outside a select circle are supposed to be aware they're happening. Representatives of Auntie's Choice and the Order are meeting to discuss an armistice and possible collaboration. It's an unprecedented opportunity to shorten this war. I know I mentioned it before, but compartmentalization is crucial to the success of most of the Order's operations. I wish I could offer more details than that.
Rivals get sleepy after consuming a full midday meal.
Not me. I stay hungry.
Auntie's Choice stay hungry meal.
But I'm afraid I won't be accompanying you. I can't be sure my presence wouldn't alter the outcome of your efforts in prodigious and unforeseen ways.
Dehydrated water tablets, specially designed to be eaten alone at your
Once you reach the monastery, make your way to the observatory. If the conspirators are seeking the coordinates of the talks, no doubt their efforts will be concentrated there. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
like this.
I assure you these traitors haven't factored us into their equation.
Put a rocket in your bucket and launch your launch today. Are you sure that rope was the horse?
I am 100% sure.
You'll go for launch with
We'd love to help, but not as much as we prefer to.
Seer Wiley said he must have predicted I wouldn't fight back. I don't understand. Where's the abbot? Why isn't he doing something?
I swear, the more he talks, the more pain it makes me want to inflict on his person.
The future most aligned with the plan. Hold that belief in your minds. Let it strengthen your resolve, and do not hesitate. The time for ideation is concluded. Now is the time for execution. Nothing occurs without a catalyst. We are that catalyst, setting into motion the future most alive.
with no hope of rescue soon. You can save the day with Boar's rockets. When your ship is lost and the crew starts drawing lots, what won't take when you've got Boar's rockets? Boar's
Nice of Seer Wiley
I spy my next victim. I mean, a hostile goodbye.
Sorry. Rejuvenation.
That device may be the deciding factor in whether you will die in the future, unless you can expedite hemostasis.
Proceeding to attack.
Free Arcadia.
The rejuvenation device. Respects the science.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Torpificator is charged. Torpification in progress.
Calamity. Once someone irons out their reality-rending downfall, you'll be left with
Who's that side? Flying all on the wrist.
potential. Seriously, think of it. That's your job.
Yeah.
Motivated. The threat of extinction is the mother of invention, after all.
Now, on to other things. Now for something a little different, tonally, if not thematically.
There was a lonesome boy with a hapless frown, whose luck spun around when Auntie came to town. A marketeer who spotted a kid with nothing to lose, offered the boy a deal that he couldn't refuse. Yes, Auntie welcomes you with arms open wide, and all you gotta do is sign the dotted line. The boy signed up, he didn't hesitate. Anything to rid him of his papa's fate. The marketeer said, okay, we'll start right away. The first trick of the trade, let no one get in your way. No rules, no oversight, no ethics to abide. The only thing that matters is the bottom line. You buy low, you sell high, you profit more. You cut the cost, you raise your prices, profits soar. The joy of laissez-faire. Oh, you know it well. Make an auntie proud. Well, wouldn't that be swell? Blow can blow. Oh, yeah. He was hiding.
Found another one. Damn it.
Assessing.
Inexplicable
behind.
Time for a quick dip.
Architect's ball! Those are N-ray junction.
You buy low, you sell high, you profit more. You cut the cost, you raise your prices, profits soar. The joy of laissez-faire.
Junction boxes.
Make an auntie proud. Well,
That scanner might be useful to see how this place is wired up. No, that's just plain wrong. Whoever wired this up should be expelled from the Order. I thought they had some self-respect.
claim that all things happen for a reason.
Void it all! Hey! Roger always said he wanted his body donated to the Order if it'd help advance the plan. And I'm sure this wasn't what he had
Claim that all things happen.
Grand Architect's perspiring brow, if you try to cite the fourth pillar to me one more time. Scientific advancement should not come at the cost of the grace and dignity of innocent lives. That is all I am saying. Armed conflicts are not the inevitability you are making them out to be, Anya, but rather the result of a populace failing to adhere to scientism's stoic imperative.
Oh, and I suppose we're going to pretend the second pillar doesn't exist. I must have just imagined reading Alfred Long's 75 thesis on determinism then.
Anchorites, be warned. Any conversation with these two may prove pedantic.
You're in luck. I just finished my third reread of it. Chapter 47 is a real treat. When we're finished speaking, I'll put it in the collection drawer, but do take care with it, especially around the bath. We lose more good books that way. The anchor hold is proofed against sound to allow us to conduct our work in quietude. Hence the speaker unit you're using now. What happens outside is of no concern to us.
I'll tell you what you can save us from. Rude novices who don't observe proper anchor hold etiquette.
Actually, an outside opinion might be useful at this juncture. Our current topic is whether war is ever justified. For the sake of time, please keep your answer brief. And how do you predetermine the harm of action against the harm of inaction?
We make those estimates all the time. That's the whole reason we employ seers.
We're going in circles again. If only we had access to the materials we requested, perhaps we could settle this debate.
I need the book Only Real Numbers, The Casualties of Appeasement by Exemplar Kwong. Second edition, not the first. That's important.
And I require Archivist Mahler's dissertation on de-escalation theory. You should be able to locate both pieces of scholarship in the scriptorium. I'd also caution against borrowing additional titles. The scribes are absolute fusspots when their work goes missing.
Augustine? Sure. She's got a mind for provocative hypotheticals. Asked a lot more interesting questions than we normally get.
I will add it has been some time since we last saw her. Not since before the schism, in fact. Why do you ask?
Augustine was obsessed with the rift. She wanted to know all the potential routes the Order might take to deal with it. We explained that the rift is an aberration of the plan's natural order, corrupting time and space and creating uncertainty. Consequently, all efforts should be made to close it.
Apologies, but gossip doesn't fall under our purview. We've secluded ourselves here to avoid such distractions, so I would thank you to exclude us from any remote drama. I'm sure I have no notion of what you're referring to. Good for him. About time someone put theory into application. What my colleague means is Landon Wiley is among our most gifted and dedicated seers. Whatever actions he's taken must be in service of the plan. I do hope no one's been hurt, though. I see. That is distressing to hear. But as we in the Order like to say, the plan actuates by deliberate means. Let us hope this conflict resolves itself soon. Much appreciated.
Inspiring sponsored content that will boost you to the top rung, plus all the news that's fit for listening. This is wireless free Arcadia. I can the extent of this tragedy, the breadth of this cruel attack. The brainwashed agents of the cold-hearted Protectorate just sent the Vox relay station crashing down upon their own town of Westport, leveling it. Local loss of civilian life is expected near total. This is one of the worst catastrophes I've witnessed on peaceful citizenry. The Protectorate talk much about their high-minded values and belief in community, but the view is awfully clear right now from our moral high ground. If I could venture a look toward the future, expect retribution, swift and terrible. Now, on to other things. Thank you so much for tuning in to the one wireless station in Arcadia that doesn't tell you what to think, only what to buy.
Shake a tough day that you wanna forget. Wake the next morning, not a trace of regret. When you drink purple berry tequila, make the most of what you earn. Take a ride on that purple worm when you drink purple berry tequila.
Position.
Hostilities
The plan will be terminated from it.
Look, I know this ain't gonna get to the abbot, but I have complaints that need registering anyhow. This monastery's too big for the staff we've got. And it sure seems like the scienticians and theorists here ain't fixated on keeping neat. I might just be a novice, but at 73 years of age, I have enough self-respect that I shouldn't be picking up another body's lavation towels. Still,
Proceeding to
as
attack.
an
Unknown
anti-choice.
variables. It's
good. I just ask you folks to remember there's more of importance than just your numbers.
Nowhere near as interesting as the taxidermied cross-sections displaying their internal organs I made when I was a child.
Eliminate the target.
Combatant scan.
this fancy. Guessing these are the abbot's quarters. I see the good abbot's intent on distracting himself from the misery of existence with worldly goods. Never works.
Plus a few more that you can't imagine, but that we can sell you recipes for. We are also the only retailers for parasite-free purple berries.
Indicates the fact that any kind of parasite found in an animal product is provided free of charge and is not the property of Active Choice or its subsidiary companies, and the eating of said parasite absolves Active Choice of any legal opportunity throughout the galaxy. Now, upward and onward. I consider this song a real song to remember. Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
I'm looking for a meal that doesn't leave me feeling hollow. Don't want to do no cooking. All I want to do is swallow. Hey, here's a fancy cake. Wow, it's a real beauty. Let's see what's inside and get back to our duty.
And who do we blame when a student fails? Bishop Bassar has failed this order as its preeminent. And without our intervention, he would make
powerful hunger. So when we need power thrusters, waste time slow roasting some fancy woolly cow, let's wignon. No, sir. We crack open room temp 10 horse.
the stalwart agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice for you. The hostages in the card press before you will die unless you intervene. If you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them by solving a simple puzzle. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming in abject terror. But how could you call yourself an Earth Directorate agent if you allowed that to transpire?
I know a stall tactic when I see one. Calls on you, though, dear.
But just in case it's not, we should come back after we've gutted that fool to see the aftermath.
No need for misplaced optimism. Simply accept the cost and move forward.
Very high probability. Why did it come to you?